Hey, babe.
Fellas, I'm about to expose why the modern woman is the worst woman in human history. Be prepared to shake your head in disgust, lose a few brain cells, and go down in IQ attempting to understand the logic.
Personally, I think because you're a man, you shouldn't have any words in this situation.
Let me ask you a question. Are you affected? You're saying because I'm a man, I'm not affected by abortion. I shouldn't have an opinion on it.
Pretty much.
Are you affected? Are you affected in any way by the Holocaust?
Not personally. I'm not Jewish.
Do you think the Holocaust is bad?
I do.
So you have an opinion on something that doesn't directly affect you, right?
You know, Lindsay, I don't like it when men are accused, falsely accused of doing things, and they have their livelihoods taken from them, and it's done by someone who is, you know, speaking out of both sides of their mouth, saying, well, I wish that this had gone to court because if it did, boy, let me tell you all the evidence that you could be seeing, but now you can't, and also then settled the case. I don't find that to be credible. I will leave you with this. I want you to learn your lesson on pursuing public figures, and I would ask that you stop sliding into my friend Alex Stein's DMs.
Emotional damage. We live in a timeline where rampant misandry is more tolerated than a kid with Down syndrome. Lindsay Hill further proved that perjury doesn't affect women when they start lying in court. The modern day 304 can weaponize a spicy encounter and say it was forced. Don't be a rich dork or self-conscious for being short because you par for the course. Can't deny when they lie, so you better have a camera to record. She's got too much support. It doesn't matter if you're average or paid to play sports. Any man can end up on a dinner fork. No need for marriage or divorce. Then turn on you like seducing alphabets with no remorse. I'd say get your passport, but let's be real. Stable remote work is hard to find. This next clip got a fat chick whose mama should have named her Adeline because her ass is out of line for being happy about these results. That's why we say women are children trapped in the body of adults.
Why is Ms. Miller saying you're not Zaylee's father?
Your Honor, I believe it's just out of pure hatred. She just doesn't want me to have visitation. I drive 160 miles every other weekend just to pick up my daughter and drop her off.
He loves his daughter, but you don't want him to have the visitation. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Rasmussen, you are not the father. Miss Miller.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child. You just showed me where your priorities were right there.
I'm sorry.
Because I held out hope that you weren't just acting a fool because you so mad at him because he cheated on you that you would cheat your child out of a father. But that cheering you did, what you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
How much y'all want to bet that's the closest she got to doing some jumping jacks her whole life? Why are we trapped in a timeline of egotistical fatties? I bet you she got that black shit on the back of her neck. Heck, man, what is that black stuff on the back of their neck? You know what I'm talking about, that black line on the back of their black on the back of that neck. Overweight as hell. These refrigerators with makeup and wigs don't give a damn about they kids. She's got a man that's a damn good father despite the fact he had a kid with her 304 ass. And I'm saying she's a 304 because paternity, she didn't even know. But she got the audacity to get mad that someone would cheat on her fat, disloyal, black shit on the back of her neck having ass. And this is why we say don't deal with single mothers, because 9 times out of 10, the woman wouldn't have it any other way. A good single mother is about as rare as a double baddie. What is a double baddie? A double baddie is a 9 or a 10 that will follow your program without fail. A woman that's fine as hell, but she doesn't try to exploit that. Yes, that is about as rare as a single mother worth investing in. I'm not saying you can't find one in your lifetime, but what I am saying is you got a better chance at hitting the lottery. But there is hope, and I will show you, but you got to stick around to the end of this video.
Do you ever dump that fool?
All of them. I've dumped every one of them.
You dumped every one of your boyfriends?
Yeah.
So why'd you dump all of them?
They were all way more obsessed with me than I was with them.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't like it.
Yeah, classic, giving you too much attention.
Yeah, it was gross.
You dumped every one of your boyfriends. Yeah.
They were all way more obsessed with me than I was with them. Dumped every one of them.
You dumped every one of your boyfriends.
Yeah.
They were all way more obsessed with me than I was with them.
Fellas, we gotta develop a backbone. The modern woman brags about how easy it is for her to detach from any relationship. Advanced detachment is a dark personality trait, and the modern woman gets plenty of practice before she meets you.
Babe, I swear, if you shut that door, we are breaking up and you can have your ring back. I promise you, you can have it back if you shut that door. That's what I thought. That's really what I thought. You.
They will leave you while you're in love with them because that feeds their narcissistic personality disorder. And what this does is it adds value in her head that there's a lot of guys out there that wishes that she would come back to them. The only argument that I can make for taking a woman that left you back is if she didn't deal with any other dudes whatsoever and she's sincerely a better person. 9 times out of 10, I still wouldn't recommend it because women are only attracted to what they can't or shouldn't have. And if you do let her back,
she gotta suck a whole lot of Don't never just take a girl back for when she's displayed bad behavior. Never take her back, because what ends up happening, guys, is she'll pull this same stunt in a month. She gonna have dick in her mouth nightmares because she gonna remember you had your dick in her mouth the whole weekend. Had tonsils, knee taken out and everything by the time she got through sucking your dick.
To be honest, there ain't no saving the modern woman. That's why there's a saying, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Saved from who? Saved from themselves, because the day-to-day lifestyle of the modern woman is self-destructive. Tattoos willy-nilly, body count higher than Snoop Dogg, overweight, bud smoking, white snorting alcoholics that will get online and expose how much of a 304 they are so their kids don't stand a snowball's chance in hell. Even Candace Owens is fascinated about how the modern woman can justify the 304 behavior. If there's anything from the past that needs to come back with a vengeance, it's shame. And you know what that means. If she's got a mostly male following on IG,
she belongs to the streets.
If she knows how to throat goat squeeze,
she belongs to the streets.
If she's never met a man she couldn't leave,
she belongs to the streets.
You will not be wrong.
Sending her back to where she belongs.
She belongs to the streets.
Men are so superficial.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Absolutely not. I'd at least 6'2".
At least 6'2".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So 6'2".
Well, 5'6", 5'5".
6'2" bare minimum.
Yeah, I just like tall dudes.
But wait, there's more.
So I'm getting my back blown out in a bedroom at this random party, and someone tries coming in. Thankfully, it was locked, so we just kept going quietly, but it was annoying because I just wanted to get my nut in. So I tried to speed up the pace because homeboy was not doing the job. Then I hear the doorknob clicking again, and this time it swings right open. And it happens to be the dude's friends that I'm smashing, and they start laughing. Apologizing, are about to walk out, but I told them, hold on, are y'all not gonna hop in? Because this dude wasn't working, so why not get his besties? So now I'm getting railed in all 3 of my holes, and honestly, it was the highlight of my year. Just remember, your man's besties always got your back. Follow for daily advice.
So let's say you get the modern woman pregnant. This is what they think of fathers. They think we don't miss out on our hobbies or our friendships are unaffected. She's already painting the narrative that the woman does all the work and the man just goes on with life as usual. Even if she is referring to video gaming as a hobby, you try to play online around a newborn. Hell, trying to play online around her is stressful enough. The next argument is no physical pain or no pressure to breastfeed. Are you serious? That's like complaining that we don't menstruate. Of course, we're not gonna breastfeed or endure the recovery pain of pushing a whole human out our body. But you know what else we don't get? Welfare if we ever decide to leave you after you cheat. The next is no unsolicited advice and no one telling you how to parent. Wrong, because men are told throughout our entire lives that everything is our fault. So if the parenting is bad, they ask, where was the father? And that's just more proof that the modern woman doesn't want to be told anything or held accountable. When I had my daughter, I was asking for advice. Hell, I was afraid to even give her a bath without advice. Now she says society praises fathers for doing the bare minimum. Not as much as society praises single mothers for being single. Society doesn't have a choice but to praise a man that's capable of maintaining a relationship with someone who has a 70 to 90% chance to leave his ass. That's already doing what most men can't do. Keep you in the house with the kids. I can do a whole video on this talking point alone, but we're gonna go ahead and continue. She says not bleeding, no raging hormones, and no pressure to bounce back. I'll give her the pressure to bounce back. That's probably the only good point she made. Baby girl need to hurry up and recover. I need you in there cooking and cleaning and bouncing that booty back. But the point about the hormones and the bleeding? That's like me complaining about women not dealing with badly timed erections.
If it's up, then it's up, then it's up, then it's
Her last point is that men don't have to spend any time away from work. That's the benefit of having a man, you dunce. He can bring home the bacon while you at home taking care of the egg. Fellas, if this ain't proof that the modern woman hates you as a man, then I don't know what is. It's like they wish they were a man until they go trans and then their self-deletion rate increases. And if you find yourself married to the modern woman, let's just see how much accountability they take during marriage counseling.
In the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy. I noticed that after I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and they stopped coming. And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable?
But as promised, I will leave you with a glimmer of hope. You be doing the most if you show this next clip to a female you know. But as your host, I should tell you, be prepared for her to go ghost. Let's give a toast to this chick in this clip. She ain't a unicorn, but she's close.
Are you a virgin?
Yes,
And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Why haven't you done the deed yet?
The key to a strong society is family. And so, in my view, choosing my future husband is like the most important decision I'll ever make. And I'm somebody that I know my heart, and I know that I fall really hard when I meet somebody. So I want to retain some level of objectivity when I'm selecting a future partner. And I know that if I had sex with them, I would be completely imprinted on them. And instead of being like, okay, is this person, do they have the qualities that I'm looking for in a husband, or am I just making it work?
Is there any reason why you're dressed so modestly instead of revealing like most women tend to do when they come out to Miami?
It's respectful to others and to my future partner, and to myself, to just cover myself up more. I know that I, take care of myself. I'm pretty athletic, but I don't need to have that on display.
But anyway, man, that's the video for today. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like the damn video. Be sure to click here to see why the world is laughing at modern women in America. If you're missing my shorts, be sure to hit me up on Instagram at nge_nevergoodenough. And if you want to do some business with me, be sure to hit me up on my email at ngenevergoodenough@gmail.com. And remember, become the change you want to see. It's your boy, NGE. Peace.